Aloha. Good afternoon. This is Andrew Aloha live out of Flagstaff, Arizona. The Spiritual Ownership Productions on free Facebook Live. Today, I'm just feeling like really kind of drab. I don't know. I think maybe that's a good word for it. I'm still chewing on this young woman by the name of Novalee Truesdell. I talked to her a few years ago, like, I don't know, 3-4 years ago. Her and I had a couple of conversations, and I don't know, we just talked for about 2 or 3 hours. We just kept talking. And about marketing, about sales, about some of the things she was doing. And in fact, I think I did her chart. I looked at her chart, and I think I realized that she had Aquarius in the chart, which usually means when people have Aquarius in the chart, they have Aloha, Patricia. Thanks for stopping by. When people have Aquarius in the chart, they usually are really good with animals. They're good with people. They're good with groups. They're very magical, ceremonial, and all kinds of stuff. So anyhow, I think I give her some suggestions about different things she could do. And at the time, I believe she was working at expos and conferences and stuff, doing all these gatherings where she would demonstrate, or she would go out and she had a booth, and I think she was selling all these smoothie the things that make smoothies and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I know, it was pretty sad. So anyhow, she was pretty busy, and she seemed like a really vibrant young woman, and I really enjoyed talking to her. And she just had all kinds of things going on in her life, and it was pretty cool because she was she had all kinds. I mean, even if you go on her YouTube channel now, I think she's got all kinds of hits, all kinds of subscribers and stuff. She did a pretty good job, and I don't remember who she was working with, but Aloha, Maria Uche Kanya. Thanks for stopping by. Anyhow, I don't remember the guy that she was working, but she was working under some guy, and they were out making money selling the machines for making smoothies and all this other stuff, ingredients and stuff like that. So anyhow, something must have happened over the last 2 or 3 years, because all of a sudden she's out there doing stuff in my hometown out in Northern California. She opened up a business called Blossom Animal Rescue, and out in Smartsville, I guess. And she's out rescuing dogs and giving them away and helping them out. And I just seemed like she was doing an amazing job. And I don't know, it just seemed like we had a connection. Aloha, Greg, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. Anyhow, it seemed like we had a connection, and I really I was pretty proud of her for the stuff that she was doing. I was glad to see she was doing something with her life, and regardless of what was going on with her personal life, she was out and making a difference, helping animals. And I think she was in the right track. She was in the right direction. And somehow we got reconnected because I don't know, somehow one way or another we didn't talk for a long time after the initial conversations that we had back a few years ago. And then all of a sudden, about I don't know, about 2 or 3 years ago, we all of a sudden we touched base again. We got reconnected, and in fact, we connected here on Facebook. And she was just posting all kinds of stuff about the stuff she was doing, and trying to get somebody a home, or some animal a home, or some puppy a home, some kitty a home. I was just really impressed with the amount of service she was doing, and I was happy for her. And I wanted to call her and just say, hey, I'm glad that you're doing well, and I'm proud of you and all. And I never did. I don't know that I should have or wouldn't have, because I didn't want to get in the way of what she was doing, because she was pretty busy, I'm pretty sure. Plus, she was going to all these film festivals out in Sonoma and all these other places. and her home was in Timbuktu, California, right? So what does that tell you? She was a free spirit. I think that's probably the best word for her, one of the best words for her. And so anyhow, literally about 4 days ago, last Friday, I believe, I found out that she was in a car accident, head-on collision, and I guess she died instantaneously. What the people and it was interesting because the union where the place where I used to live at, the local newspaper made this write-up. And so anyhow, I put the blurb in there. You can read it for yourself if you want. But she did. She opened up a rescue center called Blossom Animal Rescue, and she just, I don't know how many animals she rescued, but I probably, I don't know, 200-300, maybe more. I don't know how many, but she rescued quite a few dogs and some cats, and she was just really instrumental in helping lots of animals. So I don't know if they all went to the funeral or not, but I think some of them did. But that's fun. Aloha, Julia. Thanks for stopping by. So anyhow, today, right now, I'm tributing this message, this video, this Facebook Live to Novalee Truesdell, an amazing, beautiful young woman. I put a couple of excerpts on my Facebook. Anyhow, you can check them out, or right here, you can check it out here. But and what's really funny is she's been hanging around here. A lot of times I get people, especially celebrities, that come out and they want to do transmission meditation, which we're going to be doing tonight. Tonight it's transmission meditation night. So if you don't know anything about it, there's some links there. You can go get the ebook, read about it. You can listen to the introductory video that I did a few weeks ago. And anyhow, we'll usually when a celebrity passes away, a lot of times they'll come into my mindset, and then they'll ask me to become a member of the group. So, and they don't really have to. It's funny because they really don't. They can just join when at liberty. But anyhow, they do anyhow. And I've been collecting a list of beings, of people that have joined the group, and there's a whole lot of them. But anyhow, she did. Novalee came to me a few days ago and asked if she could join the transmission meditation group, which she's going to be at tonight. And she's also been hanging around. It's funny. I think her and I may be soulmates. I'm not sure. I have a feeling. Are we soulmates? I think we're soulmates, and it's amazing that her and I didn't connect as much as we did, and that we're soulmates. But I believe that we are. I'm pretty sure. But anyhow, she's been hanging around here, and not that I mind, because she's kind of funny. She cracks me up. She'll come out and I don't know, make some jokes and stuff, and she'll just hang out and just do just watch me do what I'm doing, I guess, whatever. And then she takes off. She takes off into the spirit world, and she goes, I don't know what she does. She takes off and does this stuff, and then comes back, and then does again. And I don't know how long this is going to happen, but it's interesting. I don't know if I've ever had this connection before. I've had all kinds of beings visit me. I've had my grandmother visit me, my uncles, a couple of my uncles, my grandmother, my grandfather, my brother, my cousin, a stepbrother of mine who asked to be in the group, and then some other people, lots of other people that have come asked to be in the group, and so they just joined the group. And who am I to tell them no, right? I'm just helping to facilitate the group, and that's it. I don't own the group. I don't manipulate it or in any way that I know or shouldn't. I just don't manipulate it at all. That's not my purpose for it. Just to facilitate the group. That's all. So anyhow, if you want to join in on the group again, we're going to be doing transmission meditation tonight. Today I was going to go out and do some stuff, but then I changed my mind because I had all these other things I had to do. So I hung out at home anyhow, and it's just an absolutely beautiful, gorgeous day here in paradise, here in Flagstaff, Arizona. No clouds, no chemtrails. slight wind. I mean, just perfect for walking around. And even though I wanted to go out and get other stuff done, I decided to stay home, and maybe tomorrow I'll do that instead. So anyhow, let me see some of the other things that I got going on, and rest in peace and be well always and always. Novalee, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by, and you always be blessed on your journey, whatever that may mean, wherever that may be. Blessings always. So anyhow, and the reason I'm doing this is because that woman is too young. She's way too young to left, and the other reason is because I was picking up thinking that wasn't an accident. When she did the head-on collision, I believe she did it on purpose. She literally committed suicide in a roundabout way, or maybe in the way that it is. So anyhow, that's the part that I really disheartened about, and I'm sorry to hear, see that or pick that up or know that's going on, but it is what it is, and you just move on, right? So anyhow, let me see. I started working for a new psychic network, and I don't know what you guys like to do, but it's called psychics.com. So you can go. I put the links there. You can go and get a reading through me there through chat room. And now these guys I kind of like because, well, so far they've been reasonable to work with, and everything that's been going on, there's some glitches that have been going on, and I've called them on it, and they've come back and fixed it, and so I can appreciate that. But they also have you can get readings through them through chat room, through text, through Skype, through a webcam, and then of course over the phone and text. So they have a number of ways you can connect and get readings if you want, and so whatever your preference is, just have at it. And then through them, I put up my book. They're really user friendly so far. They've been. I'm not sure 100% that I still like them, but I'm working with them, and I'm just kind of going with it and see how it goes. Just going with the flow. Years ago I tripped off a roof. I was doing some roofing and just tripped and broke both my heels at the same time. And it was funny because the nurses were sitting there going, we've never ever seen, the only time this ever happens when somebody has both legs out of commission and they're in what you call cast, is when a pilot crashes. So I guess my plane must have fell and I crashed and I had 2 broken heels. So and it was funny because I'd be walking around in my hospital thing gown, and the nurses would be laughing at me because they were looking at my butt naked, right? What are you doing? Cut it out! Tie that up right now! So anyhow, I was in the hospital for, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks, and then I had to do rehabilitation. And after that, I went to India, and I couldn't wear shoes because there was pins in my heels, and so I ended up just walking around with just sandals, and that's it for the most part. So anyhow, I don't know where this is going, but let me see. So anyhow, I made the book 90-Day Ascension Journey available through this psychic network, and also also the programs. There's 3 programs that I put together. One's for clearing karma, cords, and ties and pain. The other program is for aligning you up with your soul, and the other program is for immersing you into your higher aspects of yourself that are better at wealth, making money, being a leader, being a healer, all kinds of stuff. So, and I made it available for $15. Okay, guys. Now, just yesterday, I kid you not, just yesterday, I got paid $75 for these programs. 75 bucks. And well, there's more to it than that, but that you get the gist. I do these programs to help people and benefit them on various levels, and they do. I've seen, all kinds of stuff happen from these programs, and mostly good stuff. I don't know that I've seen any bad stuff, but these programs are designed to help you, not only you, but you and your family, not only in the short run but the long run. So. And they're on audio. Actually, these programs are also, they're both on audio and video. The one I have through the Psychic Network is on video. But all you do is follow the instructions, and it works. And it works. I do these on myself all the time. I get stuff. I have my fair share of glitches going on too. But anyhow, I work with them. I use them to help my family, my friends. And hopefully people get at least some benefit, if not a lot of benefit. Next weekend, Memorial Day weekend, I'm scheduled to go on a Sai Baba retreat. I haven't been on a Sai Baba retreat in I don't know how long, but it's been a while. And again, it's not Labor Day weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. I don't know why. But somewhere along the lines, I said Labor Day weekend. But that's not till September. Around my birthday. Labor Day is always on my birthday. It just really is annoying that I have to share my birthday with Labor Day. What? Oh, rude. That's what I say. That's besides the point. Let's see. Oh, and Ammachi, the hugging saint, is getting ready to lift off. I believe she'll be starting out in Seattle, Washington, somewhere at the end of May or the beginning of June. Anyhow, her link is there. I put her links there. You can click on it if you're interested. And if she's in your area, she's going to make her way from Seattle, Washington to San Ramon, where her main ashram is here in the United States, where I actually lived at for about 3.5, 4 months or so. And then she's going to be out in Los Angeles, and then Santa Fe, then Dallas, Texas, and she's going to move on her way on to the East Coast. So if you want to catch her, she hugs people. She's hugged, back in 2003, I believe they told me she had hugged over 45 million people. That was back in 2003. 45 million, not thousands, million people. And that was, that's 15 years ago. Who knows how many more people she's hugged already. So they call her the Hugging Saint. She won the Gandhi Peace Prize Award years ago, back in 2003, I believe. And that was the year I actually did the whole tour with her, all across the United States, from Washington to Washington. And then I went back to Texas and stayed with my aunt and worked for a few weeks. And then I went to her big birthday party in India. And before I left, I was in Los Angeles, and we were doing, I was on the tour with her, and we were just hanging out and just imbibing the vibes, the energies, all the love. And I happened to run into and meet Yolanda King. Yolanda King is Martin Luther King's daughter. So I went up to her and I said, "Hey, are you going to Ammachi's birthday party this September?" She goes, "Well, no, I didn't know anything about it." I said, "Well, I just thought maybe I'd mention it to you, see if you'd like to go." So that's all I said basically, and then I left and then did my thing. And sure enough, she was in India for her birthday that September. They did a whole bunch of presentations. One was Kids Day, one was Mom's Day or Women's Day, and so on and so on. And Yolanda King spoke on the All Women's Day for that birthday party. So that was a pretty good connection. I really enjoyed that. So anyhow, it was like that. So and then after that, after I came back from her birthday party, I was there for 2 weeks in India, and then I came back, and then I launched Spiritual Image Productions, my other company, and I got it off the ground. I thought, well, where in the heck am I gonna base my company at? You know, I thought maybe in California, Northern California, Southern California. And then I came back here to Flagstaff, and I went to Sedona. I said, no, I'm gonna keep it here in Flagstaff, and that's when I made my mission statement, put together my business card, started to get. I think I don't know if I had. I think I put together my website then right afterwards or right during, and these things started going and just evolving and working and then it was kind of like that. Aloha, Konita. Thanks for stopping by. I think that's how you say your name. But anyhow, I apologize if I didn't say it right. So anyhow, it was like that, and it's been going since. Just all kinds of things have evolved from this company, from just doing all this stuff. Let me see. Sri Karunamayi. Sri Karunamayi is, I think she's in Georgia right now. What? She's headed towards Georgia, and again, her link is on the thing. So if you want to check her out, you can find her there and get a location if you want to go visit her. Maha Dakini Lorae, she's out. And in fact, that reminds me, Friday we're doing the psychic show. So if you want a free reading, and especially if you want a really good reading, the first 2 or 3 are the ones I give really good readings to, and then I'll give readings to the rest, but they won't be as long and they'll be short. So Friday we're doing the Golden Age Psychic Show. Sunday we're going to be doing the Intimacy, Tantra, and Relationship Secretary Fulfilled Show. We're going to be talking about Californication, the TV series. I don't know if you've watched that on Netflix or not. I don't know if it's available anywhere else, but I would recommend you can even go to YouTube and watch some bloopers from there, some trailers from that. But I'm not going to say much more because that show it's like a lot of other TV series, especially on Netflix, but just in general. But there's a lot to be said about that show and other shows like it. So anyhow, we're going to talk about that, and then on in July, the 2018 MUFON Symposium. I've already interviewed a guy by the name of Peter Robbins, who's going to be the MC for that symposium, and then I'm also going to be interviewing with a guy by the name of Dr. Don Derry out of Canada, and also and I forgot what he was going to talk about, but anyhow, also Randall Nickerson, who's a filmmaker, who's doing a documentary about a big happening that happened, I believe, in Africa, and there's a huge thing that happened out there. So he's doing a documentary on that. If you want to become a field investigator, I'm still not back in the groove of being doing field investigations. I had to take a time out because of some glitches, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Anyhow, stop on by, get a reading. I don't know, pick your nose if you want. I don't care. That's up to you. It's your business. So anyhow, stop on by. Have a goddess weekend, hump day. You love it, you are, always have been, and always will be. Aloha.